how's everybody doing? It's Chloe Demir with Save the Victory Roll with another almost week of looks playing with the Genesis palette, Midas and Drench Cosmetics Collab. Yeah, I got this earlier this week. I've been having a blast. This is the final look that I created. And you'll see I fixed the wonky lash that you'll see at the end of the video. But here we go. If you want to see more about this palette, just keep on watching. Just a quick first look that I had from my short. Really liking this palette. Go Midas and Drench Cosmetics. Hey, so I did a little clip of my first quick impressions of the Genesis palette by Midas Cosmetic and Drench, their collab. So let's take a real quick look again at the inside of the palette. It's so pretty. So I've got everything ready to go, and I thought I would do a quick, simple look. I've got a meeting with some gals from YouTube, so I thought I would just do a little bit of eyeshadow. So I'm going to start with the color Excellent, which is that color right there. And then I'm going to take that on my Spectrum brush. This is the A08. And here we go. So I had started with this side of the palette, which you'll see in the clip, the look that I created with that. But this is me now playing with some of the other colors on the other side of the palette. So there we've got our color in our crease and partway down the lid. So it was nice and pigmented, blends really, really nicely. Now let's see. I'm now going to darken the outer corners, and I'm going to use the color Worthy, which is on the bottom. And I'm just going to use the color switch and then go into that same brush. There we go, that blended in really nicely as well. Now let's see what we're going to do for inner corner. I'm going to blend in a little bit more of that color Excellent into the inner corner. Okay, so we used the color Excellent and the color Worthy. Now I think for the middle of my eye, let's try this color called Ambitious right there. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of my kimchi white base. And then we're gonna go into Ambitious. Let's use the nice floof here to start. Get the base down. Oh yeah, that's really pretty, bright. So I'm gonna take some on my finger. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up using the same colors that I've used before, and then it's just using a slightly smaller brush. So we're gonna start with the darker edge, and we're gonna go into Worthy. And then taking my Wayne Goss floofy brush, and then I'm just gonna give this a little bit of a blend. No color on the brush. Okay, so before I do my bottom line, I'm going to put in some eyeliner. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. There we go, we've got our wing. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit more of a blend on the inner corner. There we we go. So now let's work on the bottom lash. I don't really suffer any fallout with this palette so far, so I'm not going to use any spray. And then I'm going to put some Worthy on the outer edge. That's that brown shade. And then for the front portion, we'll go in with Excellent. And then I think to try for fun to add a little extra pop of color, we're going to take this color called Captivating, and I'm going to stick that into the middle. And then for the inner corner, we're going to go back into Ambitious. And then we're going to add some in there. Wow. There we go. All right, so now let's just finish off with some Spectrum Dark Matter mascara. And there's our completed look. Yeah, so there we go. So this is my second look in with the Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics Collab Genesis palette. Photos definitely do not do it justice. It looks way better in person. It's just so beautiful. When I opened it, I literally gasped. It's so pretty. Yeah, so there we go. Hope you like it. And we'll be on to the next look. Hey, here we are for our final look. Testing out the Genesis palette by Drench Cosmetics and Midas Cosmetics. I've been really enjoying this so much. We've done several color stories so far. We've played with some of the neutral colors. We've played with some of the pink and the blues. So today we're going to be playing with these bottom 3 shades, which are in the green family. So we've got Blueprint, Phenomenal, and then this one is Loved. So I think that's what we're going to play with today. Okay, so I've done everything else as per usual when I'm just doing an eye look. Tried some underpainting today, so we're testing that out. And yeah, so let's just put on a little bit of our favorite primer, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And there we go, eye primer on board. Something that I've really loved about this palette is I've had, I think so far, no fallout, which has been amazing. Usually you have a little bit. I don't mind if there's fallout. I just, whatever is extra in the pan, I just tap it and I use it. So it's usually all good. But sometimes if you're doing your base first, you know, you take the chance of there being fallout. I don't like to add a lot of extra powder under my eyes because it just makes it creasy. So I really appreciate a formula that doesn't have a lot of fallout. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the outer corner, and then I'm going to take a darker color. So I'm just going to use a little bit denser of a brush. This is a Juvia's Place brush. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's from their beige colored set here, or neutral set. So let's go into Blueprint. And here we go. Very little kick up in the pan either. But then I'm not really a digger or a swirler too much. I always do more from the center, but usually more of a tapper. There we go. So we've got the Blueprint on the outer corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fluffier brush. I've been really loving my two-sided Spectrum brush, like the fluffy side. And then I'm going to go into the color that is Loved. So that is the lighter matte green turquoise type color. So let's take that. Yeah, it's a pretty color too. I'm using a fluffier brush too. It goes on a little bit lighter. So then I'm going to take my fluffy Wayne Goss brush. I just like to use this one with no extra product usually, and then we can blend this out. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit more on the outside edge, a little bit more on the inside again, using the same two colors, which was Blueprint and Loved. So now I'm going to use this color, Phenomenal, and we're going to want to stick that into the middle. And then what I'm also going to do is use a little bit of a primer base, and I'm going to use this P. Louise dupe, and I'm going to use the green as a base. And then we're going to take a slightly smaller, denser brush. This is from the e.l.f. collection, and then we're going to go into the color Phenomenal. So there we have the base down, and then I'm going to use my favorite bit, which was just using my finger, and then we're going to look at that, so pretty. And then we're going to go over the center some more. Right away see the difference that patting it on with your finger makes. There we go. All right, so now we're just going to repeat the same onto the bottom. I'm just going to take this smaller brush. This is one from Kaleidos. And then we're gonna go into Blueprint. So that's the darkest shade in the palette. And then we're gonna do that along the bottom. So, and then for the inner eye, we'll go into Loved. There we go. And then for the center part, we will go into Phenomenal. And using the brush and no base, it makes it a little less shimmery, but that's okay. I don't usually like too much shimmer on the bottom. All right, there we go. So I'm going to go and get some lashes, maybe some mascara and eyeliner, and we'll come back with the finished look. Okay, 1 second. And here we are back with the final look. Put on some lashes that I had left over from another look. I think they're Kiss lashes. I put on a little bit of yellow into the waterline. This is by NYX. And then I added a little of Ambitious into the inner corner, and then of course a little mascara, and there we go. Though this one lash keeps wanting to come up, so we're gonna have to add a little bit more glue, but there we go. That's our look. I really like this palette. So again, this is the Genesis palette. It's the collab with Midas Cosmetics and Drench Cosmetics. I'll have some more information about them in my description box. There are those beautiful, beautiful colors again. I've used, I would say, almost all the colors in the palette. There's like maybe these two, and I believe this one here I've not used, but other than that, we've tried all the colors. We really like it. Before we go out today, we'll fix this wonky lash, but then other than that, I think this is a good look to go out and do a couple errands. So I hope you're having a great day. Currently, when this is going up, it is the Easter long weekend. And yeah, if you like the look, to see me fumbling around with makeup and having a wonky lash, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still discuss makeup because makeup is fun. And yeah, that's me for today. And we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Hey, just editing me. Just wanted to show this look in some daylight. There we go.